Hey Rockstar Triathletes, my name is Ben Greenfield and I am one of the founding coaches for the Rockstar Triathlete Club. And you can think of this club as your academy for learning everything that you need to know, whether you're a beginner, an intermediate, or an advanced triathlete, about how to actually get better, get faster, and become a rock star. So, the purpose of this video is to introduce myself to you and give you a little bit of a background about what I do and what my coaching background is, what my background and my history in endurance sports is, so that you can just know a little bit about who's going to be answering your questions on the website and helping create content for you. So my background, actually, since I was about 12 years old, is I was a tennis player. I played high school tennis competitively. I played college tennis, and in college, I guess you could say I got a little bit burnt out on the sport of tennis. And up till that point, I'd also been dabbling in things like basketball and indoor volleyball, sand volleyball, things of that nature. Very kind of powerful, explosive, sprint type of sports. And what I did was I kind of branched out from tennis, and I started to pick up some other things. I started to do some mountain biking, took a lifeguarding class, and eventually taught myself how to swim and played water polo for a couple of years. And basically started to really try out a lot of new sports. Now, the University of Idaho is where I went to school, and while I was there, I participated one year in what's called the Palouse Sprint Triathlon, or sprint race. And this was my first exposure to endurance sports, and I went out and I did the race and absolutely loved it. Now, up to this point, I'd been studying exercise physiology, kinesiology, the biomechanics of human movement, and a lot of concepts that actually helped me prepare for that race and learn a little bit more about how exactly to train for a triathlon. So my last year there at university, I was a part of the triathlon club and actually helped organize events and helped coach athletes and apply a lot of what I was learning at the university level to the sport of triathlon, which I was beginning to enjoy quite a bit. And after my undergraduate degree at University of Idaho, I moved on to a graduate degree with an emphasis in biomechanics, exercise physiology, and more advanced levels of human nutrition. Now, all these classes helped me tremendously for myself as an athlete to learn how to fuel my body during sports without actually experiencing gastrointestinal distress, and what type of things the body actually needed to enhance peak performance, how to train in a way that achieved actual muscular balance, and how to access all the different energy systems that are necessary for triathlon. So putting all this together, I continued on in the sport after getting my master's degree, and even though I was doing a lot of personal training, a lot of fitness coaching on the side, I started to really specialize in working with triathletes and applying a lot of this knowledge to the sport of triathlon. Subscribed to various research journals and magazines and trade publications, especially in the endurance sports arena, and just for years and years read about every triathlon book on the planet. And I would incorporate all the things I was learning at the same time into the programs of the people and the groups and the clubs that I was beginning to work with on a regular basis as a personal trainer and a fitness coach. Eventually, I launched what is called a physiology and biomechanics laboratory with a physician friend of mine here in Spokane, Washington. And what we started doing there were things like bike fits, VO2 max tests, blood lactate tests, all of the type of ways that a triathlete or an endurance athlete can look inside their body and see what's going on or apply their equipment to be more effective. And so over the course of that time, I, of course, got several certifications in things like, bicycle fitting and strength conditioning and all the things necessary, advanced human nutrition, certifications in sports nutrition, things that were necessary to actually really learn how to coach and how to train triathletes at the level that I was being required to coach them at that point. And now, where I'm at today is I want to take all the information that I've assimilated over the past decade in my coaching and in my learning and bring it to you at an even more complete level. Now, of course, over the time that I've been engaging in all this education and coaching for triathletes, I've been racing myself. I race everything from sprints all the way up to Ironman distance triathlon. I hold several course records here in the Northwest and have also done the Ironman World Championships, the Half Ironman World Championships, and the Olympic Distance World Championships. So I've got a lot of practical experience to give to you. And that's what RockstarTriathlete.com is all about. What we are going to do on this website is give you things like weekly coaching conferences, video, audio, answers to your questions, forums for you to interact with one another. But essentially, it's not a social network per se, as much as a way for you to get immediately implementable and practical coaching advice that's actually the type of advice that you want, that you need. You're going to be the person that dictates what we have our conferences about, what the questions and the answers actually cover, what type of videos we shoot, what type of audio that we record for you. And so it really is going to be an academy for triathletes, a club for triathletes, but most importantly, it's going to be a way to get your specific questions answered in a way that's customized to you. And nothing like this has ever been created or existed in terms of the amount of customized advice that myself and the other coaches at RockstarTriathlete.com are going to bring to you. So hopefully that gives you a better idea of who I am and what I'm bringing to the table in terms of the coaching advice that I'll be offering to you. And I really look forward to working with you and helping you to be a rock star triathlete.